Good afternoon, it's time. It's time for another NFL Bucky's Mail Day. This is your host, Mike C. And of course, Star Show. As always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. We got a lot of stuff to go over today. We're going to start. We got 3 deaths to talk about. The first is Eddie Jockman, who was a great goaltender for the New York Rangers and the Detroit Red Wings. Mostly I remember him on the Rangers. Went up against the Hawks many times. And just a great goaltender, Hall of Famer, and great goaltender. It was fun to watch. He was a professional goaltender, if that makes sense. The other one is entertainment. Polly Holiday played Flo and Alice, and her famous saying was "Kiss my grits." And I don't have the age down there. It doesn't matter. But she passed away, and she was the last member of that show, so everyone's gone from that show. The most overall tragic death happened on September 12th, day after 9/11. Unfortunately, just terrible couple of days, and I wanted to give a notice. Charlie Kirk was a conservative influencer. He worked a lot with kids. He had his agency and spent a lot of times on college campuses. I used to watch him on YouTube all the time. I was never afraid of a debate. He said, "Prove me wrong." And he's at state fairs. He said mostly at college campuses. And he loved his wife, loved his children, loved his God, and just a great man, and tons of heart outpouring of love and respect. And some people say, well, his legacy and his vision will die with him. No, it's a fire starter, and it's just grown. His wife gave a great speech a few days afterwards, and she vowed to carry on his legacy, and just a huge outpouring of love for this young man. He's only 31 years old. He started this when he was 18, didn't go to college, and now he's known worldwide. And President Trump, was heartbroken to hear the news, and very, very sad. Just pointless assassination. Was at a fundraiser, and the monster that killed him. I won't get into detail because I might get reprimanded by YouTube, but he was in a freaky relationship, and just a useless, senseless, tragic. And so God bless you, Charlie, and your beautiful wife and your beautiful kids. And very sad. All right, Bucky. Something else that was sad. The Badgers lost to Alabama, 38-14. I don't think it was even that close, Bucky. It didn't seem like it anyway. Once again, the Badgers outclassed, outmanned, and the Badgers have never been able to cope with speed. They just can't. For some reason, Ohio State has it, Michigan has it. Speed kills the Badgers every time, and almost every time. And they lost to Bama, I think, 2 years in a row now, and it wasn't close. We stopped watching before the Badgers even scored. I just turned to Carl. I says, "This game's over," and it pretty much was. They were just dominating and just couldn't do anything. I didn't see the touchdowns. It's pointless. There's 2-1. That's the good news. I think they're on again this week. I don't remember who they're playing. I want to say Indiana. I'm probably wrong. They might be on TV, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was not a good game. Bucky was not happy. What else have I got? Oh, Reds. I wrote that down somewhere too, Bucky. Any better? Reds are 74-75. They're 1.5 games out of a playoff spot. The Brewers already clinched, so congratulations to them. So they're still in it. They're still in the final playoff spot, and we'll see what happens. So, keep an eye on them. I've seen them a couple times. They might be on TV, so I'll try to watch. We'll see what happens, but it's exciting because they've done a lot better than I thought they would. Some hockey news. Hockey season's going to start pretty soon, Bucky. The Blackhawks signed Spencer Knight, their goaltender, to a 3-year, $5+ million contract extension. He's a very good goalie. I liked him last year. I thought he played very well, actually. So that's good news. But the main reason we're here, Bucky, my Detroit Lions. First, before we get to that, Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you? Well, I got my Blackhawk pillow, which I bought in Chicago, and a little foam puck. I don't remember where I got that. Might have been Chicago also. I know the pillow for sure. And that's because the Lions absolutely destroyed the Bears. It was kind of close for a while. I mean, it was 7-7. And the Lions just I don't want to say dominated, but took control of the game and just lambasted them. One of the guys on a different podcast said they, hung a 50+ burger on him. Final score is 52-4 or 52-21. We watched all the game. Jared Goff had 5 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 3. Tesla made another fantastic catch. I don't know why they don't go to him more often. Running game was pretty good. J-Mo played very well, had a touchdown. They just, defense played a lot better. Had 4 sacks. Hutch got 1. Davenport got 1 before he injured again. He was injured a little before, came back, injured, and then he got injured again. So we'll see what happens with him. They lost 1 player to an injury. Brian Branch got injured, but it was just a cramp, so that's pretty good news. But so overall, it was a very good game. All this hype about the Bears, they're going to win the division, the next upcoming team, this or that. Lions just smoked them, and I think it was the third highest total or something like that. It was maybe 4th highest, something like that. Jared Goff, played very well, and the offensive line played a lot better. I don't think they got it. They only got 1 sack. I know they had 1 that was canceled because of a penalty or offsetting penalties. But the offensive line played, a lot better, and just overall they played very well. Next week they play Baltimore Ravens. And the good thing is, I've already got my prop for next week, Bucky. But we'll see what that, about that. It's going to be a tough game. It's in Baltimore. And so we'll see how, the Lions do for that. They could win that game. Baltimore's defense isn't the greatest, but they got, Derrick Henry, and great quarterback. So it's going to be tough. The Lions, doing better stopping the run, and they're going to need it next week. Game's probably on TV. I'm not sure for that. We watched Sunday night game last night. The Vikings and the Falcons. Whew. If you like field goals, Bucky, there's a lot of those. The Vikings just looked totally, I don't know what they were, just unprepared. J.J. McCarthy didn't play that well at all. They had 5 sacks against them. A few, multiple turnovers, and he got injured, late. ankle injury, I believe it was. He's going to be out at least 2-3 weeks. And I just texted Carla that, like half hour ago. But so the Vikings are in trouble. The Packers are 2-0. The Lions are 1-1. So that's the same record they had last year. So they're on course for that. Next week's going to be tough, like I said, against Baltimore. But it's not out of the realm they can win. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a close game. And we'll see what happens with that. How are we doing on time, Bucky? I can't even tell. 10 minutes. Okay. Other than that, I think I got everything on my list here. Yep. Yeah. So I said, 19 views last week. That's great for us. Hopefully we can do that again this week. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't yet, it's fine. If you don't, it's fine too. I'm not in it for that. Weather here's cooled off. It was really nice early this morning. I went outside for lunch with Murphy, and so we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully, we won't have any more deaths to report. I tried to get political, but Charlie Kirk was a great young man, and we lost a great light, and but he's in a better place, and that's all I can say about that. So for Mike Senecor Star Show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. Catch you next week. Go Lions, go Badgers, and let's get 2 wins next week. All right, bye now.